Really quick before we end the round, just because it's such a relevant talking point and people have been wanting to, figure it out. And I guess our analysis would be interesting. Conor McGregor at 70, is that permanent? Is that going to be the thing that he's doing in 2020? Is he going to cut down to 155? People are saying, oh, it's because he's waiting for Khabib and he wants to fight at 70. Maybe it's because Cowboy said, hey, I don't want to do the cut to 55. I've done that a bunch this year and I'm not doing well at 55 and my chin isn't ready. It could be, hey, I want to enjoy the holidays with my family and I don't want to have a huge weight cut during a fight. No, seriously. I mean, that could totally be a thing. Yeah. And we're all a little bigger during the holidays. Yeah. And so what is the reason for Conor not jumping down to 55 and fighting at 70, where in all honesty, he is a little undersized. He's going to be a little thicker, but he is 5'9", and 170 pounds is a little bit heavier for 5'9", especially in the world of mixed martial arts.
Yeah. It's interesting, and I'm really glad you stopped to get this talking point going, because I was going to ask you, do you think, and I'm kind of answering my own question, that Conor McGregor in his hiatus from the UFC, in his long hibernation from fighting, he's seeing what we saw, right? He's seeing what we're seeing, in that the welterweight division is exploding.
Yeah.
In Conor's absence, there was big shoes to fill as far as the biggest trash talker, as far as the biggest money fights, as far as the most exciting fights. Every one of those categories was filled by the welterweight division. You have Colby Covington, who became the bad boy of the... I mean, he already kind of was.
But he was he's taken over that role.
He has become Conor McGregor's apprentice, if you will, in the best trash talker in the game today. Jorge Masvidal, Nate
takes
Diaz.
all the money fights and the performances.
There you go. Was the money fight of the year. I think Conor McGregor is sitting back and relaxing, and he's going, I've done this in the past. I've dominated, and then I've thought of what could make me more famous. Floyd Mayweather, jumping weight classes, fighting Khabib, throwing a dolly through a bus. This is what Conor McGregor does. He looks to try to find what he can do to make himself more evident and more, relevant in the fighting world. And so in his hiatus, he's seeing welterweight, and he's seeing dollar signs at the welterweight division. He's saying, all I need to do is go up to 170 and fight these guys, and I will re-solidify myself, because lightweight, it's not there anymore.
Lightweight has a lot of guys. Lightweight also is a little bit busy right now. There's a lot of people there at lightweight, and honestly, I don't think necessarily he wants to fight Gaethje. I think he'd rather fight Cerrone at 70 than Gaethje at 55. Who wouldn't? And so if that's the case, I get that. I think Dana maybe wants to make Khabib versus Conor too, but according to Ariel Helwani, there was reports that came out. Ariel spoke to his team, and Ariel said, hey, why is Conor not jumping down to 55? Why is he fighting at 70? And all Conor's team said was he's a BMF. And so those implications show that Conor does want Jorge Masvidal, which is what I've been saying for like 20 weeks.
I wouldn't be shocked if he gets Jorge Masvidal, but look at that. He used the exact same vernacular as what was... Like, what has been the UFC? If you took a poll and asked what was the biggest, or what is one key word that makes you think of the UFC in 2019, it's not Conor McGregor.
It's Jorge Masvidal.
For the first time, but it's the BMF. People are going to say the BMF title, that's what was the biggest part of the year. Conor McGregor had nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
And I think he knows that, and he's a little sour about it.
Well, what's funny is he can. He's got ties to Nate Diaz. And if he fights well enough in the welterweight division, Jorge Masvidal is the perfect matchup. That's why people keep saying, I want Jorge Masvidal to fight for the title. I just don't think stylistically Jorge Masvidal can beat either of these two guys. But I definitely think Jorge Masvidal and Conor McGregor is the most interesting striking battle possibly ever.
Yeah. At the end of the day, we can be honest with ourselves and realize that we're so excited for Colby Covington, Kamaru Usman, but they're wrestlers. And neither of them are going to throw flying knees. Neither of them are going to go
Colby
straight
could.
left.
I think Colby could.
Okay, yeah, but it's not in their persona. They're both smart. They want the gold. They want a title. And they're both really smart fighters, whereas Jorge Masvidal and Conor McGregor are instinct guys. They are passion guys.
It would be fun.
Yeah, that type of fight is much like a Jorge Masvidal, Nate Diaz, in that they're going to stand and bang the whole time. Whereas Kamaru Usman, Colby Covington, there's going to be striking, but for the most part, it's going to be tactical.
Let me ask you this, and people can ask this also in the or answer this also in the comments. Would you rather see Conor beat Khabib and win back the 155 strap It doesn't necessarily have to be realistic. Or would you rather see Conor McGregor fight Jorge Masvidal not for the title? What would you rather see in 2020 for his next fight after Cerrone?
Absolutely Jorge Masvidal.
Me too.
Absolutely.
Me too. Even if it was guaranteed that he beats Khabib and gets back to the top of 55.
Yeah.
I
don't think anyone wants Khabib to lose until there's a GSP fight.
Man, that'd be fun.
Right?
I want that to happen.
Like, who do people want Khabib to lose to other than Tony? I mean, with Tony coming up, people are like, I've seen memes where people are like, what if Tony submits him?
I want Tony
I know.
so bad. I think he's gonna do it. Anyways,
it would be insane. But I think people like an undefeated record. I like an undefeated record, and Khabib is a scary Dagestani warrior that people don't quite understand yet. Khabib is still a cheat code, and I think people want Khabib to stay undefeated until there are talks of a GSP.
That would be super exciting. All right, let's jump into the main card.